Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. We're about to talk to Scott, who has just woken.
You feeling out of the loop, I imagine?
A little, though I've heard bits and pieces of things from Harry and the medtechs. Sounds pretty serious.
Just the fate of the entire initiative. Every man, woman, child, and everything in between facing certain extinction. The usual.
Oh, well, I'm sure the Pathfinder manual covers that.
Yeah, we'll have it wrapped by lunch. There's a race of aliens called the Ket. They're led by a scary nutjob named Archon who wants to turn all of us into them. We both want Meridian, which is the heart of an alien terraforming network we're trying to activate. We do that, maybe we live.
Look at my big sister being all proactive. Meanwhile, I'm mastering the art of peeing in a plastic jar.
Charming.
You should also know, Dad was keeping some secrets from us.
Like what?
Turns out Sam is even smarter than anyone knew. And Dad juiced his connection to Sam. It's a lot more powerful than other Pathfinders. So is mine.
I guess rank has its privileges. What was Dad up to?
Dad encrypted some of his memories in Sam. I've started unlocking them.
What were they?
You and I were there, so was Mom.
You actually saw her?
That reunion dinner she wanted us at so badly.
Right. Dad was his usual talkative self.
But there was something else. I saw Dad talk with a benefactor in the Milky Way. Some initiative bigwig I'd never heard of.
That's news to me.
Yeah, I'm still hoping I can figure out what it all means. I thought maybe we could talk about Mom and Dad.
Sure. What about them?
Thought you might want to know how Dad died.
I was going to ask you.
Habitat 7. There was this alien terraforming machine that had us stranded. Dad figured it out and shut it down. That saved us our ass. Then, hell broke loose. My helmet got smashed. I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. Then Dad gave me his helmet.
He sacrificed himself?
I never really knew with Dad. He could be so distant. I guess he loved us more than we knew.
When it mattered most.
Yeah. What do you remember about how they met?
Well, she was in the Alliance, researching early biotic implants. That's about the time she met Dad. He was on Earth for N7 training, I think. He says he swooped in and swept her off her feet. Had a whole bad boy in uniform vibe that was irresistible.
Dad?
I guess it worked. They got married. Then the first contact war started, and he was sent off to fight. After that, we were born, and Dad was posted to the Citadel as an attaché.
What do you remember about Mom's biotic research?
Mostly that it's the thing that finally killed her. Biotics were an unknown back then. So were the dangers. All sorts of rare diseases hit people working around EZO. Mom was trying to design implants to help people harness their abilities. She was a pioneer, and she actually gave it to him.
What do you remember about growing up on the Citadel?
Big space station chock full of all sorts of aliens. Scary at first, but pretty soon I was playing laser tag with Turian and Solarian kids. Looking back on it, maybe that's why I'm here. The Citadel showed me life has no limit on possibilities. It made me ask, what else is out there?
Why is everybody staring at us? Also, I don't know if this is episode 74 or 75. I should make sure to check and get it in the right order.
You still think about Mom?
Yeah, especially now. I wonder what she'd say if she could see us.
Dad talked about her before we went on our first mission.
Really? After she died, Dad seemed to shut down. He hadn't talked about her in years.
He loved her. I think he was just lost.
We all were.
Feeling homesick at all?
Still trying to get my sea legs, but I think about what might have been if everything hadn't gotten screwed up.
What do you think would be different?
Well, while you were looking for Prothean artifacts, I was standing watch over a Mass Effect relay. Hell of a thing to stare at every day. I'd dream about what was on the other side, the adventures I would have, the things I would accomplish. But when everything got screwed up, well, I guess I'll never know.
I want to know which relay, because there are certain relays that did have monitoring stations because they led into the Attican Traverse. I think that was the right one, where the Rachni were. Is it the Attican Traverse? And then there's the other one, which is the other one, which leads to Geth Space, and I can't remember which one that is either.
Screwed up how?
Start with Mom dying. I never cried so hard. And Dad? He was never the same after that. He put so much into Sam to save her, but, well, AI's as illegal as it gets in the Milky Way. After the Alliance kicked him out for it, everything changed. Suddenly being Alec Ryder's kid was a black mark. You and I were never going to live that down.
Well, I'll let you take it easy then.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how slammed I am. Got a nap, then doze a bit, then try to catch up on sleep.
It'll get better.
Yeah.
Not before you find that Meridian. I want in.
I'll take pictures.
Knowing what happens later really, really kicks you in the teeth sometimes.
Over to the Nexus.
I'm trying to understand this. I was 31 years old when I got on the Ark.
Right, but that was 634 years ago.
So now I'm, 665 years old?
And think about this. If your big brother doesn't come out of stasis soon, he'll be your little brother.
Wait, what?
Irregularity here in the front alone. Right, I need to go to Sam. Habitation deck.
Showdown on Kadara. Rivals vie for power on the Exile Port. After a bitter fight with their collective rivals, the Outcasts have now claimed control of Kadara.
With my help.
The charlatan has now been identified as Reyes Vidal, the notorious smuggler. Vidal is on the run as Kadara
Bastard.
security tightens under Outcast leader Sloan Kelly. This is HNS.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from your mother's final day.
It was a good fight, soldier.
It's not over yet.
Alec.
No.
Alec, we have a few hours. Let's enjoy them.
And after that,
You'll still have each other.
But we want you.
I love you, Mom.
I love you. Both of you. Live your lives. Do great things. I see so much potential in you. And remember, fall in love. At least once.
We'll let you guys talk.
Say it, Alec. Say it. Then I will. Goodbye. Watch out for the kids. Be there for them.
I will.
Mourn me, Alec, but don't let this destroy you. What did you used to say when you were in N7?
When your back's against the wall, if you can't run from it, use it.
Remember that. Be strong.
Never as strong as you. I love you, Ellen.
I didn't expect that.
Death remains an elusive concept for me. A finite end in a cosmos otherwise filled with infinite possibilities.
I don't think it's the end. Mom didn't just disappear forever.
Where did she go?
I don't know. I like to think existence somehow continues.
In which case, my failure to save her may not be total. Your father hoped I would cure her.
Nobody can conquer death. Not you, not my dad. It was fate.
And yet, paradoxically, at that moment I gained a greater understanding of life.
In what way?
The depth of feeling your father had for Ellen.
He didn't show it very often.
A fact which he regretted. Your progress as Pathfinder has unlocked an additional memory.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it Gian Garson said? The code word is fulcrum?
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
Tie in!
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And then 7. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
Though we'll keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right. Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease until a cure could be found.
Yay! I can finally blurt out that, she's here! She's on the fucking thing! I finished the entire game before I got this bit the first time around, and it just blew my mind!
Sam, this is the best news I've heard in a long time.
It is indeed cause for optimism, although Alec did not want to raise hopes prematurely. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name, Elizabeth Riley.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Scott could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Now we know what Gian Garson meant. That something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
But why was Gian Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was or is the Benefactor?
Unknown.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
First thing we're gonna do is go do more tie-in stuff, because this is why it's still called Mass Effect, because it's tying in to the universe at large by linking the Andromeda Initiative to what happens in the Milky Way, or it is the cause of what happens in the Milky Way.
Your father's personal logs.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. So was our mysterious Benefactor.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our Benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... well, something terrible happened there. At least the Benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember The people of the Milky Way as you knew them could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR-2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Oh, it just pulls at your heart. So, depending on what you did in Mass Effect 3, will depend on whether all of these messages sort of got out or whether they're sending people.
I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy, and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Milky Way is fucked. And we officially know why we were sent to Andromeda. To save everyone.
Phoebe, where are you?
Hey, Vetra. I'm someplace interesting.
Want to meet up? Maybe at the Nexus Lounge?
Appreciate the invite. Rain check, okay?
Sure thing.
That's nice. Okay, we are going to see our mother. Because she was brought along in stasis. Oh, if we had stasis technology nowadays, we would be out of this rock already.
Starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters.
Unending daylight. That sounds like a fucking ball ache. No, 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 no. Wait.
This is not good. Damned exiles. There you are. What's all this about?
Nice butt.
Okay, this is the pod you told me about. Who's Elizabeth Riley?
If you could have one person back in your life, who would it be?
Well, Mom, of course. I mean... Hold on a second. Elizabeth Riley. Her initials. ER. Are you telling me...
I saw Dad's last memory. ER is Ellen Ryder. He put her here. Scott, it's Mom.
I don't... How... Wow. How is this possible?
Please stop with the hand thing. It's making my fingers cringe.
Dad loved her that much. He wouldn't give up. Not even at the bitter end.
For a man not given to rash action, his emotion drove his decisions in the end.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
Dad was being Dad. I'm just glad she's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
Can't we cure her, Sam? It's been 600 years.
That was your father's plan.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
But she's right here. How long do we have to wait?
As long as it takes to perfect a cure. If her life or your father's means anything, we owe them that much.
Sam's right. It'll take as long as it takes. No rushing it.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
Secrets revealed. Whatever episode this is. Hold on a minute. Literally checking my own Andromeda playlist to know which one I'm at, because my brain is like a sieve. Right, 73. The last one was 74. This one is 75. I'll remember to get the spelling right when I try and do it. Okay. And we're back.
Hang in there, Mom. We missed you.
Okay, now what? Haval, Eladin. Right, looks like we're off to Haval then. Is there another mission to do on the Nexus? I've got to do another thing for that. But yes, we're going to Haval.
Showdown on Kadara. Rivals vie for power.
That needs editing because somebody's
After a
an
bitter
idiot.
fight with their collective rivals, the outcasts have now claimed control of Kadara. The collective leader known as the Charlatan.
Oh, by the way, I am recording this on Wednesday, so all of these, the next 3 or so videos, will be going up Saturday. Depends on how many I can do, or what time is it now? Right, it's 9:30 now, so this will be the last episode for today. And then I'll record another one tomorrow or Saturday while doing other stuff for that one. Possibly. I don't know yet. Planning ahead. I want to get everything sorted.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Suvi. Right, let's go to Haval. This one recorded, secrets revealed, 76, I don't know, 76, probably get to about 85 episodes total. I was planning on 70, you know, to go with the number of hours that I've done, but with me talking all the time, it adds more length to the videos. Two things to do here, and we get to test out our new weapons.
Entering atmosphere, LZ in sight.
What a view. Bright. Okay. Right, I'm going to need to swap somebody out here. It's going to have to be Vetra. Possibly I can just meet him. And it will auto-spawn him in. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry, Phoebe. You're going bye-bye. For now. It's not an Angaran shuttle, that's an AI Andromeda Initiative shuttle.
Jarl! Jarl! Wait. Is that bad news?
No, the Pathfinder is interested in where I grew up. Ryder, this is my true mother, Sahuna Amadarao.
Nice to meet you. I know Angara liked the hugging.
Giles told me how much he admires you.
Really?
He's my favorite. Smart, loyal, kind. A great shot. Writes poetry, sews.
Mother.
I'm late for a resistance meeting. Stay clear.
No matter where you're from, your mother will always embarrass
in the
you.
resistance?
Yes. And every child is her favorite.
I heard that.
Everyone, this is Sarah.
Hi.
Look who the Karkin dragged in. Welcome back. This is where I spent most of my days growing up. Me, my sister, Koana, our cousin, Etta, and brother, Finn. Then Bavesville, Rolu.
So wonderful to
Hey,
have
Jarl.
you back.
Hey, human.
Jarl, you bring in someone special to meet us.
Wow. Cozy.
We like to live like this.
Gonna give your friends some real food?
Good to see you. And here's my room. My tiny sanctuary.
You must dream of a big place of your own.
Sometimes. Maybe. Doesn't matter. This will always be my home. Oh, no. Who put this here?
Schematics? Of...
When I was 7, my aunt stole a Ket weapon for me. So I took it apart to learn.
And that was a Karkin.
Pet Karkin. Alfit. He died. So I also took him apart.
To learn?
Why not?
That face, though.
I never show people these things, but I feel like we're family.
I'm glad Ephra threw you on my ship.
Hey, there's one more thing you might like. Sit there.
Been interesting so far. Nice. You made that?
Long ago. It's not accurate. More of a dream, really. Just one more thing I want to take apart and figure out.
Me too, Jal. Me too.
I shall have to go silent now because my nan is quite tired, so she has gone to bed. Silent. Paradox from here on.
Nice work. There must be dozens of these scattered around Avarl. We should pick up as many as we can find.
dead outlaws.
Hope the piece of rem tech I need is still here.
Well, that was a clusterfuck. They're all dead. Now you're here, I'm screwed.
That's right. You're in trouble now.
Now, huh? We were supposed to clean out this site before you got here, but there were too many damn bots. This outfit doesn't care a lick about any of us.
Guess if you hang out with prigs, you end up bleeding.
Guess so. And on my first assignment, no less. Still, I owe them no loyalty, so... The Krogan's name is Crank, or Crankit, or something. Cruz. That's all I know. Here, take the choice piece from this site. I'm officially retired.
Bet this is the second piece you need, PB.
Yep, and the last one's turned up on Kadara. Coordinates uploaded.
I have been Paradox Master 1819. This has been Mass Effect Andromeda. Be nice to your fellow humans. Goodbye.